Hello, Falcons fans. J.Mike here. Welcome to J.Mike's Missives on YouTube. A special edition today with Matt Ryan, who took your questions via Voices Heard on AtlantaFalcons.com. I want to get right to the point, but thank you all for submitting your questions on Voices Heard. We had more than 250. Sorry we couldn't take all of them, but look for more events like this on AtlantaFalcons.com in the future. Now, Falcons quarterback, Matt Ryan.
Well, Matt, thank you very much for taking time. I know you're busy, even though it doesn't seem like the off season is a time where you've got a whole lot going on, but you do. And I know the fans will thank you for answering some of these questions. So we'll just jump right into it. And A Falcon for Life username asks, what are some things you find yourself doing differently this year in the way you approach the game that you may not have done as a rookie?
That's a good question, because there's a lot of things that I think at this point I'm doing differently than I had done. I think first and foremost is the way in which you watch film. I think there's a more organized approach at this point, having an understanding of what we do as an offense and the kind of guys that we have around, but also, understanding what defenses are going to do in the NFL as well. So I think the biggest difference from this point to last year is just in the approach of watching film, just being more organized with it.
Okay, Bird fan 33. Looks like they're a Michael Turner fan.
I'm sure.
Ask, how do you feel about the progress the team has made in free agency, and what positions do you think we need to work on in the upcoming draft?
Well,
kind of loaded question.
yeah, that's a tough one. A good question. I think we've done some good things during the free agency period. We've got some of the guys back that we needed to get back from our own team last year. So I'm excited about that. Had some good pickups. Mike Peterson's going to be a good player for us at linebacker. He's done a good job and in the offseason program. So, I think we're going to be pretty solid heading into next season.
Okay, D.F. Sutton asks, last season, Roddy White and you quickly seemed to develop a chemistry, and he became your, quote, go-to guy. What allowed you to develop that trust so fast, and how could that knowledge be used to help bolster your chemistry with other receivers?
Well, I think, first and foremost is Roddy's a great talent, and that has a lot to do with he can go out there and make some plays, and even on some balls that aren't thrown perfectly, he can adjust to it and make you look pretty good. So I think a lot of that goes on to Roddy. He made some great plays last season. But I think the reason that Roddy had a lot of the success that he had last year was a result of some of what the other guys had done too. Michael Jenkins had a great year, had a number of big catches for us in different situations. Harry Douglas stepped up throughout the course of the year. So, I think your relationship with each receiver is a little bit different, but all of them, all the relationships that I have with those guys have been getting better, and we're getting a better rapport with each other.
And D. Walker 79 asks, what is the one area of your game that you hope the most to improve going into this season?
I think decision making. I think as a quarterback, I always try and improve in two areas: decision making and accuracy. I think if you can do both of those things, you're going to be better off. So if you can understand where you want to go with the ball and then put it exactly where you want to put it, you're going to be pretty successful.
Okay. Superfly starts out by saying, good season, Matt. Thanks for being a big part in restoring the Falcons. Just a quick question. What is the toughest part of being an NFL quarterback, and what is the best part of being an NFL quarterback?
The best part is winning. There's no question about it. Understanding that when you go through a game with everything that goes into it, being able to put in an effort that's good enough to win it's a good feeling, because there's a lot of hard work that goes into it during the off season, during each week to prepare for each game. So just winning is probably the best part, and the toughest part is just the amount of information that goes into each game plan as compared to college. There's a lot of things that go in, not only in terms of the defenses that you're going against, but also in what we're doing as an offense and the different things that we're asked to do. So I would say that's probably the toughest part, is having a good handle on everything that's going on. But once you get a feel for it, it's not that bad.
Another question here that might be kind of tough, but Coach Smith addressed it earlier too. Mark Lyle asked, are you in favor of an expanded game schedule?
Longer season? No. I think 16 is a good number. It was a grind for me last year to go through the season, and I think the number is pretty good. So, I'm in favor of 16, but whatever they decide to do, I'll be on board.
You also touched on this in your presser that you just spoke with, but a lot of fans want to know, is particularly L Stripe asked, do you have any community service projects or foundations that you're interested in yet or looking to help out?
That's a great question because, I've been fortunate in the past year, so it affords you with the opportunity to be able to help out and give back. Within the community here, I think one of the things that, I've gotten involved with early on has been the First Tee program. I love to play golf, and I think it's a great program to get kids involved with the game, and because there's a lot of life lessons I think that you can learn from that. And so, I've been involved a little bit with that. Look forward to getting involved, I think, further. And, that's just one of the things that I've done so far.
Oh, thank you again, Matt. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Thanks, guys.